You know what? I feel like we're at a lounge right now. It's a Saturday night. We could taste that apple martini, but it's 9:14. All the clubs and pubs are closed, but we are here for you with some loungy tunes. Devo Brown's got the latest from Tinseltown.
Welcome to the
Dee.
lounge, Dina. I don't know why I did that. I was trying to pick up on apple martini. That's what
I don't know who drinks that.
Somebody fancy.
I don't think so.
Let's spice things up with entertainment. Devo.
Let's go right into Shang Chi. This is great. Marvel's. This is a film. Simu Liu, who's a Canadian actor, as we mentioned. This is going to be one of the most action-packed films they said they've ever put out. MCU. So Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. We'll get into what the Ten Rings are in just a moment as you're seeing some of the trailer right here. This is going to be good. That's his dad.
It's one
Figures
ring,
out
D. It's one ring for every ab he had to sculpt in preparation for this role. Are you kidding me?
You got
I'm
it.
exhausted
You
for the
nailed
guy.
He goes back. He's trying to. His dad wants to bring him home. He grew up, learning martial arts. This character Shang-Chi, and then wanted to get away from it. He didn't want to be a part of this world anymore. Moves off to San Francisco. Goes back because he gets called in by his dad, and back into that world. But his dad is the villain.
Oh, turn.
That's not a good guy. He realizes that. Groundbreaking for many reasons, but let's get to Simu Liu's tweet. It was his birthday yesterday, and he got the best gift, this trailer, and he was clearly freaking out because he just didn't speak any words in that tweet. It's just a lot of letters saying, this is the best birthday ever!
Because he's busy doing all that, and then
Yeah.
he sees them do the magic behind the scenes to create the trailer. He's like, oh, I'm a superhero.
Yeah,
Right?
and when we talked to him last year, he was so excited for this, and he's been prepping for it for a long time. And he's going to be great in this, I think. And the Ten Rings, let's talk about this. There's a series of gems that hold special powers, the ability to control people's minds. So you can do bad things with that, right? We saw them first in Iron Man when Tony Stark was kidnapped in 2008's Iron Man on that one. So Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings, scheduled to open September 3rd in theaters. Congrats to Simu Liu and everybody involved in that. Cannot wait to see that. Also can't wait to see this version of Tiger King, Joe Exotic, and this story being done by Saturday Night Live's Kate McKinnon. Of course, we heard about this, and it was going to be in the works. It's going to be on NBC. They're going to do that. So they finally got their Tiger King, who's been cast. Now, its lead is John Cameron Mitchell.
Who is that?
Who is that? He's from The Good Fight. Hedwig. You might not recognize his face, but you might recognize his face when you see him. And side by side, I think this works.
Yeah, I've seen.
A little bit of
I've
mullet
watched The Good
growth.
Fight. Okay, I know
A little
who he
bit
is
of
now.
weird mustache growth, and you can see it happening. So the similarities, same age, both grew up queer in Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. And John said, because of those things, I feel like I know a little bit about this guy and his desperate attempt to conquer in this world here. And the limited series is going to also star Kate McKinnon as Carol Baskin, and will center on Carol Baskin's life as she vows to shut down Joe Exotic's business venture. We still don't have a premiere date on that
I still
yet.
saw David Spade in that role, and I feel like
know,
that
remember we
actor
talked
looks like
to-
David
yeah.
Spade.
Good idea.
I think so.
Right?
Yeah, I think he would have been great in it as
Same.
well. But maybe, depending on who's involved in the projects is who you're going to get.
So he
right?
obviously, Devo, quickly before we move on, he obviously Joe Exotic gets a piece of this, correct? He sold his story?
Think so. I don't know if he sold this story for sure. This is Kate McKinnon, we know from Saturday Night Live. She's putting this one together. I don't know if there were rights. So because this is on the perspective of Carol Baskin, not Joe Exotic.
Right.
She's the victim in this.
It's like her trying to take him down. So we're
Okay.
seeing it from that angle.
Okay.
So you'll see more of Kate McKinnon and being that character as Carol, as you would see John being Joe. I would.
I don't think we'll see all
in
of
the
what's
script.
being discussed about
No.
Carol in this. Not all of it.
Yeah, not all of it. This weekend, we know the Oscars are happening on Sunday, so how's it going to look for everybody in attendance? The famous faces, you will see them when they're on camera. When they're off camera and going to commercial break, they got to cover up with masks.
Okay.
That is the rule there. There's going to be about 170 people in attendance. They're trying to limit the Zoom aspect of it. A third of the production budget has been allotted to COVID-19 safety protocols, including design testing areas with rapid results. And the story, the theme this year is Stories Matter. So they've taken some of these nominees and done pre-interviews with them to tell stories about why it's important and what they're focused on for the Oscars this year.
They delayed it in hopes of better weather and not so much, less transition, more vaccines. And then this variant came, changes the game again, even with vaccines.
But I think it's going to be a great ceremony, and I think we'll do some predictions on Friday.
Nice.
That'll be fun.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll be
Oscars
watching.
bingo. I got to wrap up my last two. That'll be on
Sweet.
Thursday. Nomadland, I started that. Then I got a phone call, so I got interrupted.
Okay.
All right.
So I'll finish that today,
Priorities.
and then Sound of Metal. You got to take those calls,
Priorities.
right?
Priorities.
That's it. All right.
Was
All
it
right.
Katy Perry and Lionel Richie? You're like, oh,
I mean,
sorry, I'm busy
I know.
watching
Sometimes
Nomadland.
Lionel's calling you. They go for
Sometimes
lunch
my Oscar
virtually.
bingo, Lionel.
Sometimes when Lionel says hello,
Well done. I see what you did there, Devo.
I got you.
All right, you sound off coming up in a bit here on Breakfast Television. A federal budget was tabled yesterday. If one party supports it, we're not going to have an election. However, there is a chance. Is this an appropriate time for a federal election in this country if it comes to that? 1-866-267-3797. Feedback at breakfasttelevision.ca and at Breakfast TV on Twitter 24/7. Also, moving in the morning coming up. It's been a long winter. We're going to give you tips on how to stretch and get yourself ready for some of those outdoor activities after spending the winter inside. Brent Bishop joins us next. Good Tuesday morning. You're watching BT.